Alright guys, what's going on? Post gym sesh was a pretty good session. And it's still like, even though I only had a break of around a week, it's still getting back into the groove of it. Still, yeah, just 1 week can kind of throw you off. So even though it's not that long of a time, it still kind of feels weird, I guess, getting back after a week, which I feel like is a long time in my head. So I picked up a sandwich, which I religiously ate post-workout, like I think like a few months back, or maybe 1 month back, but have kind of restrained from, recently. But yeah, picked up a sandwich. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna enjoy that sandwich, the fuck out of it, and then while I do that, probably watch a episode of House of Cards. So I'm like halfway through House of Cards, the last season, season 5, and I also saw yesterday that a new season of Flaked is up. Now Flaked is kind of one of those smaller Netflix exclusive series, but still fucking dope. So yeah, a little bit of Netflix, a little bit of food, and then on to school later. Alright, what's going on, fam? That is just water. I did not spill. So it is 5 o'clock now, 8. Like I said, my sandwich, watch a little bit of House of Cards, and now it's time to go to work. Gonna head off to school and work on my project, and then home, and then sleep, and then I have work tomorrow at 8. So yeah, that is the plan for the rest of the night. Actually, one thing I'm excited, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I actually film with my iPhone rather than my camera. And the real reason for that is that I bought my Sony CyberShot camera. I can't remember the model. I think it's like a HW200 or something. Pretty cheap, but it's good. I bought that last summer when I still had the iPhone 5. And my iPhone 5 was, I wouldn't be able to film like I do now with my iPhone 5, just because it would run out of battery within probably like half an hour. Like the battery was just taxed on that phone. I think I had it for like 2 years. I think right when it came out, I got it. And so yeah, I guess like 2 years or something. I don't even know when the iPhone 5 came out. But yeah, I had it for like I said, for like 2 years. And then I got this one Christmas. So now I've been thinking, I'm like, I don't want to fucking carry around 2 cameras, like my phone and my camera. So I'd rather just carry around my iPhone. Also, because the battery is good on it, that's key. So I can pretty much film all day long without really having to charge it that much during the day. And the storage on this one is A+. It has like 200, I think like 256 gigabytes, whereas my SD card for my camera, which I use in my camera, has 32, I think. Yeah. So using my iPhone going forward. Guys, what's going on? Friday morning, it is 17 minutes to 8. So I gotta get a move on so I get to work in time. I'm gonna get some breakfast at work. There's always breakfast. We have like this collective breakfast at work on Fridays. So gonna get some breakfast as the first food today. And then, like I said yesterday, I have work for 4 hours. So from 8 to 12. And then my plan is, my buddy Alex, who I write my project with, he gets off at around 3. So I think I'm gonna hit the gym for legs after work, and then kind of be ready for be at the school or the university when he is off work. So like I said before, trying to work up to like 1 heavy single. So right now I have 225 on the bar, so 100 kilos, which I did like 2 sets of 2 on. So definitely a bit more room for weight to put on the bar. So I think I'm gonna add maybe like 5 on each side, and then that should be it. Try to get a heavy single with that, maybe for 2 sets, and then after that, like I said before, move over to some compound stuff that is not squats, so like hack squats, Romanian, stuff like that. So try to get 2 sets of 110 for singles, and yeah, that's it. Alright guys, post gym session, I am done. That was a tough one. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna go and pick up some food, sandwich, like yesterday, same old, and then go home, chill a little bit, and then meet Alex in like, I think like 45 minutes, something like that. So time to grub. Alright guys, what's going on? It is, man, it's 3:30 in the morning, and I just finished up working on our project at school. I said before the plan was to go home at like 2, something like that, but yeah, it just kind of dragged out and it took longer than I thought, and we wanted to work on more, so yeah, that's why I'm home now. Man, I'm ready to go to bed. All right, guys, what is going on, man? I am back home from school, and it is, let me just fix the camera real quick. It is freaking almost 15 minutes to 4. And I mentioned to you guys earlier in this vlog that my plan was to stay at school for quite a while, and I sure as fuck did that. The reason was just it took a long time. We worked a lot on it, and because we didn't get as far as we wanted until like 12:01, we just had to stay a few extra hours because we have to hand it in on Friday, and that means we don't have too much time. The results are done, the analysis is really done, so all we really have to do is write the paper, which should be okay. It's kind of the easy part, so it's looking pretty good now. But that's not really the point why I'm talking to you. I like to go out. I also like to have fun. I like to go out, I like to drink, I like to, you know, have fun, do what people my age do. But what's important sometimes, man, is that you should never make lifelong sacrifices. I feel like if there's something you really like to do, you shouldn't just cut that out of your life, your whole life. First of all, you're probably not going to be able to. And second of all, there's no point. It doesn't make sense. That saying that I sacrificed my whole life, like, that doesn't make sense, man. If you love to do something, you shouldn't cut it out your life forever. But, and here's my point, and here's why I'm talking to you before I go to bed. Sometimes, man, you gotta, in order to achieve something greater, in order to get something you want more than other things, you have to cut down or cut back on things that you like. For example, going out. It's just an example because it's Friday night, people are out, people are having fun. You got to cut out on, for example, going out and drinking because you're in a phase in your life, like months or weeks or years or whatever, where you're working on something that you want more and that is going to benefit you more in the longer run. And that's sometimes the battle that we have, you know, that we have all these things we kind of want to do, but because we don't really manage to prioritize them in our minds, what we want more and what we also want, but kind of want less, we never really get anywhere because we want everything at once, right? So I think what I'm trying to kind of learn, and I've been really bad at, but what I'm trying to learn is that sometimes, man, to fucking achieve something, to get something with one specific thing, you got to cut down on other things that you like to do as well. And that's going to suck, because those are things you also like to do, you know? Also like to go out. Also, like I just said, also like to go out, like to have fun, like to drink, like to party, you know? And one thing is that I don't have the cash, but, you know, that's not the only thing. The other thing is I can't do that and then also improve all the other things I want to, or all the other things I like to do all the other things I like to do, because it's just not gonna work. You know, some things you like doing, but they just kind of work against each other. And that's where I'm at right now. Like, I want to finish my first year of my master's, and then I only have 1 year to go. I want to finish my first year strong. I want to hand in this business project next Friday, and I want to be done with my first year. Like, I could go out today, you know, I could get smashed, but I'm gonna feel like shit tomorrow. I'm not gonna get anything done on my project tomorrow. I'm actually gonna feel like shit Sunday too. Not as bad, but still feel like shit, and it's just not sustainable, you know. And I'm of course I'm still gonna party eventually in a few weeks or a month or whatever, but right now I just have to cut back on that, because I have to, you know, double down on the thing right now that's gonna help me further, and that I want more than the other thing, which is going out, you know. So yeah, that's really just my point, guys, is sometimes it's difficult, right? Because it's a battle of all the things you want to do, and they work against each other, and then you don't really double down on one thing, and then you just don't really get anywhere. And I think that's key. That's so key, that you just kind of prioritize in your head, okay, I like doing this, but in order to get anywhere with this, I got to scale back on these other things that I don't want quite as much, you know? But the big idea is also, of course, you should never sacrifice one thing your entire life if you enjoy doing it. But in the short-term basis, you kind of have to, in order to progress and really push in certain areas of your life. So yeah, that's just something I'm trying to get better at. And yeah, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna hit the sack and try to get a bit more than 6 hours of sleep. I said to my project partner Alex that I was gonna get up at 10, which I am. So yeah, hopefully get a little bit more than 6 hours of sleep. I'm definitely gonna fall asleep. I'm tired as shit, and I can't wait to take these contacts out. So yeah, with that being said, guys, peace out. I will catch you guys tomorrow.